welcome back to my garden. So today I'm going to be doing a video that's a little bit different. I'm going to do a voiceover and show you all my David Austin roses that I thoroughly enjoy in my yard. But first, let's take a look at this cute little mama duck and her babies. These guys have been on our creek for about 3 months, and it's so fun to have them here on our creek. She's such a good little mama. This little area of my yard I call my rose garden, and it's where the majority of my David Austin roses are, but I do have a few others spread throughout the yard. I'm going to start here with the J-ames Galway Rose, and it's one of my favorite David Austin roses. It's so beautiful. It's a climber. This is its second year, so I planted it last year. This plant was introduced in the year 2000, and it can climb 12 feet, and it's one of my favorites for several reasons, and I'm going to tell you a few of those. So I love the pink color of this one. It is a cooler pink, and it does warm up a little bit as it ages, but I love the dark center and then the lighter edges of the medium blooms that it has. It has a beautiful light old sweet scent, very soft scent. And I love the petal pattern, and it's just packed with petals. The petal count is 130 on this one, and it is just stunning. It is a repeat flower, so it will just bloom and bloom and bloom. Another thing that I really love about this rose is that the blooms kind of nod down, so it's perfect as it being a climber, because as you're looking up at it, those beautiful blooms will just nod down and face you, and you can see each one of them, and it's just so stunning. Definitely one of my favorites, as I said before, and I just love it so much. Next to my J-ames Galway Climbing Rose is my other climbing rose called the Eden Climbing Rose, and this one is stunning. I love it so much. If you look up climbing roses on the internet, you will see this one pop up. It is very popular, and for good reason. It has these beautiful large blooms that have this nice kind of traditional rose shape. They have a warm pink center with creamy edges, and even the outer edge of the petals have a slight green hint to them, which makes them quite unique in my opinion. I've been training it to my wire trellis. I did a video tutorial on how I made that, but I'm so excited for it to climb that trellis and leave blooms all against the side of my home. I cannot wait for it to bloom. This has a petal count of 60 and a slight fragrance. Love this one. As you can see, some of the leaves are a little bit yellow. I did discover that it had spider mites a little bit later, but I've taken care of the problem, but just wanted to let you guys know that. But look at all the beautiful buds that are ready to just burst. I'm so excited about this plant. I love it so much. I can't wait until these climbing roses kind of intermingle with each other as they grow and get bigger next to each other. I think it'll be such a beautiful show. Next up is my Gabriel Oak, and I had to slow this video down to slow motion because there's only a few blooms to show you, because this is new to me. I planted this bare root rose this year, and I cannot wait for this one to get big. Look at those beautiful vibrant blooms. I love how they are just so striking and such a saturated pink. This is just what I needed here because I have softer colors and I needed something really bold. This has a strong fruity fragrance that I have smelled. It's a medium shrub rose. This one was introduced in 2019, and I'm so glad to have this be part of my garden now. Next up is my Tranquility Rose. It starts as a beautiful creamy white and then opens up to clean white large blooms that are a rosette style, and it has a light fruity smell. This one also is a repeat flower, and it has tons of buds, and it throws out these huge large shoots that I love, the huge blooms. So I do have to tame this one a little bit. Right now it's just beginning to bloom, so there's not a ton on here, but you can just see how beautiful they are, and I love the white that they add to the garden. Another one of my favorites is this Anic Rose, and as you can see, I really love pink. I love this pink though because it's a nice warm pink. The rose blooms have a little bit of a cupping shape with a tiny yellow center, and I love the petal pattern. The petal count is 120 on this one. The color softens a little bit as it ages, as you can see, and it has a medium old rose fragrance with a raspberry note, and it's one of my favorite scents. It's not super strong, you kind of have to get down into the bloom to smell it, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful sweet scent. It is a shrub rose with an upright growth, and this one was introduced in 2001, so it's been around for a while, and that's the year my first son was born. So I love this rose. You can see so many buds just getting ready to bloom. It is also a repeat bloomer as well. Just stunning and beautiful, and when they're starting to bud, they almost look like poppies just because of the shape of them, and they are beautiful. I planted this one only last year, so you can see how well it's doing. Next up is this Moleno Rose, and it's been around for a long time. It's been around since 1999. It's new to me. I planted this in 2022 with my other roses, and if you know me, I'm kind of picky about yellow, but I do love this rose. I love that the blooms start with a peach orange tinge, and then they warm to a rich yellow, and they fade to a soft yellow, almost a cream, and they have medium rosette blooms. David Austin describes its scent as a light medium tea musk scent, but I would say it's not as super strong. This is also a repeat flower. It will just bloom and bloom and bloom, and the petal count on this one is 120. Love this one, and I just am falling more in love with yellow, especially this soft kind of buttercream yellow that it turns into. So stunning. One of my absolute favorites is this Lady of Shallot rose, and I planted it last year, and you can just see how beautiful it's doing on my obelisk. This was introduced in 2009, and it is a stunner. You can have this be a climber, or you can have it be a shrub rose depending on how you prune it, and I have decided to have mine growing up this obelisk. Its large blooms start with a red-orange tinge that you can see, and the outer petals are a salmon pink. I think that's why I like it, because I like the hint of pink with the orange. It's one of my favorites, and then it just ages and turns into this peach color. It is so stunning. It throws out so many blooms, and it will just bloom and bloom and bloom all summer. It is one of my favorites, and the scent on this is just amazing. It's a medium tea scent with hints of spiced apple and cloves. So sweet. The petal count on this one is 60, and I find it so interesting that the lower petal count just really gives this beautiful look, and I almost like it a little bit better than those that are packed full. This is absolutely one of my favorites. It is so pretty. I definitely think you need to get this one, and I'll just let you take a look at it. I almost decided not to show this one because it's a bare root rose that I just barely planted, so it really only has like 1 or 2 blooms right now, but it's a Gertrude Jekyll. I've wanted it for a long time. It's been around since 1986, and if you look up climbing roses, this is one that pops up too. You can get it as a shrub or a climbing rose, and I have decided to get it as a shrub here in with my pine trees, and I'll maybe show you a look of that as it's tucked into this area here above my creek, and I just love this rose. I'm so excited. I know it's known for its scent, and it's known for its beautiful bright blooms, so I'm excited to have this in my yard. I also planted another bare root rose in one of my small front flower beds, and it's the Eustachia Vi. This one was introduced in 2019, and it's a medium shrub. I love this one. It does kind of remind me a little bit of J-ames Galway and Olivia Austin, but it does have a soft glowy apricot pink color. It's more of an even color throughout, and it's a beautiful rosette style rose. I can't wait to see what this one does next year. It's going to be big and beautiful. This next one was not a bare root rose, but I did plant it this year, and it's the Olivia David Austin Rose. I love this one. I've wanted it for a long time. It has very large cupped rosettes with an even mid-pink coloring. It is similar to J-ames Galway, but the inside pattern's a little bit different. It's packed with petals. It's got 90 petals in each rose, and it's a medium shrub that was introduced in 2014. So excited about this one. It really performed well this year, and it's quickly become another one of my favorites. Thanks so much for joining me as I talked about my David Austin roses and hopefully inspired you to get a few. I'm going to send you out with this rose because I do think it is my favorite out of all of them, even though there are some that are right up there with it. Right now, this one is just my favorite. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.